is ripping.
My tummy hurts.
Pretty good, Brad Bass.
All right, guys. Sunday afternoon here, September 24th. If you guys have been watching this, I've pretty much nailed every week so far that I've uploaded these videos. So VIX, looking at the VIX chart has been, I think, killer. Let me get the Epic pen out here. I always forget. But last week I said VIX looks like it wants higher. What happened? This was Sunday here. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, VIX went higher. Regardless of what happened with the Fed minutes or anything, read the charts, and that's what the charts told us. So um, we were here last week, and now we're all the way up here. Now we did close above this line. We kind of held when it first hit, um, but we pushed right through, and then the next day we tested it, and then we bounced back off. So we're looking like right now. Um, we do kind of have a head and shoulders. This being the head, this being one shoulder, this being another shoulder. So VIX is to keep an eye on, because if we want to go higher, we need a break up here, which is 18. So if we break 18, we should be able to get to 20. So we'll see. It could be a double top, like we had back here. You see the double top here at 20. But if we keep going, I mean, there's a level all the way up here, up to 24, 25. But first step here is 18, and if we break that, 20. If we break 20, then it can keep going. The 4-hour chart gave us that hint last time. Here it is here, and we bounced. No sign of relief here on a 4-hour chart yet, so keep an eye on that. You got the weekly buy. I mentioned this weeks ago that when we get that momentum, every time we've gotten a ready buy on a weekly, we've gotten a lot. So here you see the weekly. We went a couple weeks up. We've gotten kind of aggressive when that weekly switches. Now doesn't mean that we go all the way up here. It definitely can, but we got to break the levels first. So keep an eye on the VIX. VIX will tell you where we're going. All right. Yes, we're pretty much at the bottom. If we continue, 4309 is the next target, which is 618. We couldn't hold the 4528 level, kind of double topped and pulled back. So this is a nice W that's forming if it actually plays out, but that's if it actually plays out. But we're fairly extended. We had 1, 2, 3 days of selling, so some buying makes sense. Where do we go from there? It really depends. Um, the monthly cup and handle is forming nicely. I've talked about that as well. Let that pull up here. So there's your cup and handle on the monthly. You get the cup, you get the handle down to the 21, which is about 41.91. So we might be able to get down to the 50%, which makes sense. You don't go from all-time highs to lows back to all-time highs. You gotta cut. You gotta do something. Like the 50% was such resistance. We hit it so many times on a monthly, and then we finally broke through. Makes sense for it to pull back to the 50, which is also the 21 EMA on the monthly, and then we ride to all-time highs. So 41.55 if this pullback continues, but this is a monthly chart, so it can take a couple months for that to work itself. Maybe we pull back to 41.55, but until the end of the year, and then, or maybe that last 2 weeks we get a Santa rally, and then 2024 we get all-time highs. I don't know. But looks like that's something setting up. If, however, we do close and break the 21 on a monthly, then we could set up for a more ugly finish to the year. Okay, so that's ES. Everything bearish. Nothing, no turn yet. We'll see where the market's open at 6 p.m. But I don't see much movement at the open. Same here. We're at the daily -2 ATR, kind of a spot where we take a breather and bounce to the 21. Got a monthly sell signal. Last time we got that was before the big drop of 2022. So if that holds, we could head back down to the 50, which also again is the 21 EMA. Right now it's sitting at 13,626 on NQ, which is another 1,200 points. So that's a big move. And Russell is probably dying too. Yep, Russell leading the way down, and then the Dow probably the strongest, but no. Okay. All right. So yeah, we're looking. Here's a monthly squeeze on the Dow too, also looking bearish. Everything's looking bearish. Dollar still probably chugging higher. Yep. Chug, chug, chug. And we'll look at the big names. Apple consolidating at this low, momentum straight down. 4-hour, however, is holding. So you also have a sell on a monthly. So it's big. It's a lot of big monthly sells. Amazon's weaker, all the way down to -2 ATR. Coin down to 70. All right. Google also down here. Squeeze. Yep, nothing really. But again, you see the cup and handle on everything. It usually head that much and then higher, but they all need to do the same for it to actually work. Let's look at banks real quick. Banks has been straight down, bump, back down. A W would be nice on everything, honestly. Microsoft, double bottoming, cup and handle, selling it monthly. For this monthly sell to go away, we would need to go up a lot more. We need to close above last month's low where it closed. So we'll see if that actually happens. I don't think it does. QQQ ES, QQQ and SPY are gonna look the same as what I pulled up on ES. Double top here on Spotify. Double bottom kind of. We've already broke that low on SPY, so we're at -3 ATR. Where else can we really go? So getting extended. Tesla also breaking, so nothing really looks good. Put call ratio closed at 0.99. I noticed even with all the selling, we didn't hit extreme levels. We did open up one day at 1.22, but that didn't really do much. Oops. So you see kind of where we're at. We're creeping back up, but we're kind of just sideways. Usually we don't do that. Trying to see when the last time we did this. Where it just chops around up here. Because usually when we get up there, we don't. Maybe back here. This is 2019, and then we dropped. But I mean, we've come. We've come a long way. The put call ratio went like this, and we had a big pullback last year, or sorry, this year, where everyone was long, and then we had the pullback. This is July 14th. But we're talking about it. Put call ratio being this low. It hasn't been this low. Blah 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 blah. Well, now we're back up here, which means a lot of people are short. So it's going to be hard to keep selling when everyone is already short. So maybe we pop up again and then we rally, but we'll see. We're kind of getting close to the bottom, but again, we can keep going. But we're there's signs of exhaustion, is what I'm trying to pretty much say. And then lastly, we'll look at. I don't think there's much data this week. Let's see. Consumer confidence Tuesday at 10. Nothing on Wednesday. Thursday, just a basic final GDP, unemployment claims. Powell speaks at 4 p.m. on Thursday. And then Friday, core PCE price index, Chicago PMI, consumer sentiment at 10, inflation expectations. So nothing really going on next week. And then on to October. We're already in October. And first week of October, looks like nothing really going on. Friday is when the job numbers come out. So October 6th. So yeah, we'll see where we open at 6. But I think it's time to take a breather, push higher, and then we'll see if VIX holds and pop back higher, or if VIX continues back down. So VIX is the key guy. If we can close back under 16, that'll set the move for back down to 13. If we can't break 16, then what will happen is we test 16 again and go to 18, and then go to 20, then 25. So ideally, that's what happens. We only have 3 months, so if we go to October, let me pull up ES chart here. So ideally, what would happen to the end of the year? We could zoom out a little bit. It's fine. I'll just continue it onto this side. So what would happen is, this week we climb higher. We kind of get to the 21, and maybe we push higher to 45.28, and then we pull back again into November, December. We get to that 21 EMA, which is 4,200. And then, middle of December into end of December, we get a Santa rally. And then beginning of the year, we keep going. And then all of, kind of a slow bull market in 2024. And then 2025, 2026, I have no idea what happens, but the real estate cycle is every 18 years. So 2008 next cycle would be 2026. We'll see if that happens again, where the housing market collapses or the bubble pops, whatever you call it, because housing prices are still crazy right now. So we'll see. That's what I have for you guys for today. Hope you guys listen to it, and because the last 3-4 weeks have been spot on. So take it to your advantage. See how VIX plays out and take it from there. Hope you guys kill it this week. Members, I'll see you guys in the day trading lounge. I'm gonna start posting some cheaper alerts and trade alerts. Option plays under a buck. We did the first one on Friday. We did IBM puts. We got in at 0.90 cents. And then I sold, I think, half. I did 10 contracts. So I sold half at a buck, and then it went as high as like 115. So nice over 20% gain on that. And IBM actually closed on the, where do we end on that? Let me look. Trade 29. We got the 147 put. So they actually closed at like 125. So I might do a challenge where it's like a $200 challenge to see if we can get it to 1K. Well, we'll see how that goes. Cool. You guys have a good week. Have a good weekend. Hope you had a good weekend. We'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.